Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself and my partner. I'm Anis Fadila and my partner is Evis Dianese. We are from Group 2. The purpose of my presentation is perfect competitor market structure. Okay, first, the meaning and importance of perfect competition. Perfect competition market is there are many seller and buyer of the product, and each seller and buyer is too small in relation to the market. The product produced by each firm in the perfect competition are homogeneous, identical, or perfectly standards. In a perfectly competitive market, resource mobility is perfect, meaning that work and other factors of production can easily of the geographically from one job to another, and can reach quickly to monetary incentive. In a perfectly competitive market, customer, owner, factor of production, and frame in the market have perfect knowledge of the current and future price level, cost, and general economic opportunities. The next slide, characteristic of the perfect competence. 1. There are many seller and buyer in the market. 2. Small company size and the market share. 3. Firms in the market produce homogeneous product. 4. Switching costs are minimal, allow customer to freely switch product. 5. Information must be perfect and complete. 6. It is difficult to achieve competitive advantage. And then 7. Very low entry and exit barrier. 8. The company acts as a price taker and does not have the power to set price or pricing power. And 9. There is no non-price competition in the market. And the last, in the long run, every company generates normal profit and it is impossible to generate economic profit. And the next slide, the perfect competition are pricing, and then the curve is like this. And for the calculating is by departing QT D equal to S, then looking for the solution P, for where this P we get $45 when substituting P Q equal $45 into the demand for the supply function, and look for the solution Q that we have of 9 here 500, di mana untuk perhitungannya yaitu dengan meletakkan QP sama dengan QS, kemudian mencari solusi P. Untuk di mana P ini kita peroleh yaitu $45, kemudian mensubstitusikan ke P sama dengan $45 tersebut ke dalam fungsi permintaan atau penawaran dan mencari solusi Q yang sudah kita peroleh di sini yaitu 400. And next, short-term analysis perfect competition company. The company goal is to maximize profit. 1. In the short run, some input the feed and bear feed cost regardless production or not. And 2. Although in the short-term loss, the company can operate as long as the loss is smaller than the feed cost. And 3. The best level of output for the company is when MR equal MC, not MRI. Di sini adalah marginal revenue and MC marginal cost. So the price is the P equal MR. Next, figure 7.1 and 7.2 so that if the market and product price are $25 in terms of the 35 the demand curve first. Just like this for the curve, because the 7.2 D is the demand curve in the perfectly competitive market as now in the figure 7.1, and the marginal cost and average total cost revenue cost curve, and MC and ATC are the curve in the figure 5.1, the base level of output for the frame in the range and the point E. When the MC course intersects the T or the inner core of the frames and the point A, the frame is the producing 4 units of output at the right. For P equal in R equal MC equal $45 cents and the point A E P $45 and the ATC is the $35. The firm will earn a profit of the EA equal then $10 per unit and a total profit of the APC equal $40 and such area. This is the largest total profit is the company can earn. It can be proven from a smaller level of output and the key equal for P equal in R more than MC. The firm will increase its total revenue more and its total cost increase, also that its total profit increase. And increase in output. On the other hand, it is not profitable for the firm to increase its output beyond point F that is greater and the key equal 4 because MC more than MR equal P equal $45 and the firm will only earn more total cost than total revenue, also its total profit will be decreased by the firm is the T and not D. Then the best level of output for the company is 3 units and indicates by point E. And when P equal MR equal MC at the key 3 equal 3 and P equal $25 and the ATC $35, the firm is losing money of the VA $10 per unit or the total cost of the FACP equal $30. Thus, if the firm stop production altogether and leave the market, he will incur a much larger loss. FA equal $20 per unit and the total loss FAP $60 and total visit cost. Another way at looking at the problem is to state that the best level of the output is T equal 3 in excess and the P $25 over average variable cost ACV of the 50 also different and the figure 7.1 can be used to cover some of the frames and visit costs per unit and the total is a VAB. Buktinya sebagai berikut. Karena setiap tingkat output yang lebih kecil daripada QX sama dengan QX sama dengan 4, P sama dengan MR lebih dari MC, perusahaan tersebut akan memperoleh peningkatan penerimaan totalnya dalam jumlah yang lebih daripada peningkatan biaya total, sehingga laba total meningkat melalui peningkatan output. Sebaliknya, ini tidak memungkinkan bagi perusahaan untuk meningkatkan outputnya melebihi titik E, artinya lebih besar daripada QX sama dengan 4 karena MC kurang dari MR. Sama dengan P sama dengan $45 dan perusahaan tersebut hanya menambah biaya total yang lebih besar dibandingkan pendapatan total, sehingga laba totalnya akan menurun. Dengan begitu, tingkat output paling menguntungkan bagi perusahaan tersebut adalah QX sama dengan 4, yaitu pada saat MR sama dengan P sama dengan MC, dan demikian laba total perusahaan tersebut berhasil memaksimumkan. Pada slide sebelumnya menunjukkan bahwa jika harga pasar tersebut adalah $25 bukan $35. Kurva permintaan yang dihadapi oleh perusahaan tersebut adalah D turunan dan bukan D. Maka tingkat output terbaik bagi perusahaan tersebut adalah 3 unit. Dimana oleh titik E turunan yaitu pada saat P sama dengan MR sama dengan NC, pada saat QX sama dengan 3, P sama dengan $25 dan ATC sama dengan $35. Perusahaan merugi besar yaitu FE turunan sama dengan $10 per unit. Dan atau kerugian total sebesar FE turunan C turunan B maka $30. Meskipun begitu, jika perusahaan berhenti memproduksi sama sekali meninggalkan pasar, dia akan mengalami kerugian yang jauh lebih besar dari yaitu FA turunan sama dengan $20 per unit dengan kerugian total sebesar FA turunan B turunan B $60 yaitu sebagai biaya tetap total. Okay, next, if the market price for the product fall to just below $15, so the demand facing the firm intersects the MC curve of the point H or C bottom of the figure before slide. Then the result will be the same for the company if the produce or not. The reason is that at point P equal AVC and the total loss to the firm will be equal to its total fixed cost. It doesn't matter if the produce or not, so point H is the closing point or starting point. In the company below the point H, the company is not even able to cover its variable costs, so that if the company stops doing business, he can limit his loss to the amount of the fixed cost. Jadi, jika harga pasar untuk produk itu turun hingga sedikit di bawah $15, sehingga kurva permintaan yang dihadapi perusahaan berpotongan, maka kurva MC pada titik H terlihat pada grafik di slide sebelumnya, maka hasilnya akan sama dengan bagi perusahaan tersebut jika dia berproduksi atau tidak. Alasannya adalah pada titik H atau P sama dengan AVC dan kerugian total yang diderita perusahaan tersebut akan sama dengan biaya tetap totalnya, tidak peduli apakah dia berproduksi atau tidak. Jadi titik H adalah titik tutup atau starting point pada perusahaan tersebut. Di bawah titik H, perusahaan bahkan tidak mampu menutup titik variabelnya, sehingga jika perusahaan berhenti melakukan bisnis, dia akan membatasi kerugian sehingga sebesar biaya tetap total.
Okay, the next about the short-run supply curve and firms and competitive market perfect. From what has been described in the previous slide, we can conclude that the production and curve of the firm's marginal cost that is above the average variable cost. Curve or closing point is or represent the short-run supply curve and a perfectly competitive firms. Or short-run supply curve of the perfectly competitive firms that is the part of the marginal cost curve that is underlined and marked with in the bottom panel figure 7.2. The reason is that firms in perfectly competitive market always produce an output at the rate price equal marginal revenue equal marginal cost, as long as price greater than average variable cost. With us, at price $55, the firm will produce 4.5 units. At price $45, quantity is 4. At price $25, quantity is 3. And at price $15, quantity is 2.5. That is, if price is known, we can determine the quantity of output supply by the competitive firm perfect by determining the point price equal marginal cost. So, the portion of the firm's marginal cost curve, the uphill and above average variable cost indicate a one-to-one mapping relationship between price and quantity, which is the definition and the supply curve. If the price is fixed, then the supply curve for a product in a perfectly competitive market, it can be obtained by adding horizontal supply curve and each firm in the market. Next, about long-term analysis perfect competition company. In the long run, all input and cost production is variable. The best level of output for the firm in long term is when price equal marginal revenue equal long run marginal cost equal long run average cost. Short run average cost short term describe the level of scale company factory. For optimum short run average cost short term must be taken to long run average cost, so the short marginal cost equal long marginal cost. Below is a picture of 12.3 long run analysis and perfect competition firms. The figure shows that at price is $25, the base level of output for a perfectly competitive firm is 4 units and is indicated by the point E when price equal marginal cost. Because companies can enter and exit the market freely and easy, all gains and loss in the market will disappear with itself, so that price equal LMC equal the lowest point of marginal cost. So, in order for a competitive market perfectly can achieve its long-term balance, all companies in the industry must produce at the level of PMR equal LMC equal lowest point LAC, so that the entire firm reach the break-even point. Perfectly competitive firms operate at scale. The factory described by the SATC curve is at its lowest point, so its short run marginal cost is also the same as LNC. Then, the short run supply curve for individual producer is the marginal cost when the position rise or above the average variable cost curve, while the total short run supply curve from the firms is the sum of all producer curve in the market. For example, in a perfectly competitive market, there are producer A and B. The supply curve of each producer is from description. The supply curve of individual producer can be seen in each curve. Then, while the formation of the overall market supply curve are shown in this picture, description, the overall market supply curve is the sum of each producer supply curve in a perfectly competitive market. Next, about supply-demand equilibrium. Supply-demand equilibrium market equilibrium is satisfied when the total quantity supply is equal to the quantity demand by consumer. The achievement of equilibrium in a perfectly competitive market in the short run begins with the overall market equilibrium. Then, any adjustment of the quantity of the output to the market price is formed. Thus, the cycle will return to the previous slide. Description: starting from the formation of the equilibrium point in the market as a whole, or when the price is P2 and the quantity is QT. With the price already from P2, each producer adjusts the quantity of output, which is equal to QE, so the equilibrium of individual producer is formed. Next, about the profit maximization in perfect competition. Companies will work in the short-term and long-term situation, both of which have different max profit models. Short-term analysis or short run is considered that every producer cannot increase their factory capacity, and it is impossible for new producer to enter the market. Meanwhile, the long-run analysis is where it is possible to expand factory capacity by existing companies and to build new factory by new entrepreneur entering the market. Then, company profit maximization. The main objective of competitive companies is to maximize profit. This means that the company will produce a quantity then maximize the difference between total revenue and total cost. Profit maximization occurs when the quantity where marginal revenue equal marginal cost, meaning if marginal revenue greater than marginal cost, then increase quantity. If marginal revenue smaller than marginal cost, then lower quantity. If marginal revenue equal marginal cost, then profit is maximum. Okay, this is the end presentation for our group. Thank you for watching.